Good morning, people. So, big announcements this week. Actually, a lot of big announcements. You know, I've been like teasing and like big news coming. Oh my god, yay! It's here. All right, we're here. I'm gonna announce stuff. It's gonna be an interesting video. I've done this a few times, and the echo is atrocious. I think you're just gonna have to live with it. There's not much I can do about that. Anyway, so first bit of big news is that I'm now incorporated. I have a company, and we're now charging GST because, well, essentially I had to. I very much ran into a situation where I got this close to bankruptcy. I mean, like a cunt hair away from having no money in the account, which was my fault entirely. It's just a lot of information I didn't have, kind of diving into shit head first, and it bit me in the ass. So now we're a little bit more set up. I have some actual accounting software. I'm actually knowing a little bit more what's coming in, what's coming out. It's the kind of shit that I wasn't careful of, and it very much bit me. If you're a knife maker and you want to do this, or you want to do any business, accounting's so worth the money. I would have saved myself so much stress if I would have just paid for an accountant straight up and not dealt with this sort of shit. So yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to be charging GST. If you're located in America, this does not affect you at all. If you're located in Australia, unfortunately, it's going to increase. You're going to have a 10% tax and everything. I'm sorry, but I literally can't do anything about it. So that's the first bit of big news. I now have a company, and that's going to open up some more doors as far as hiring people and protecting myself and expanding the business. The next thing is these beautiful, beautiful ovens right here. Now I've got like this perpetual boner every single time I see them, because this one mainly is just, it's oh so sexy. Like this is just sex in oven form. So this here is a Paragon double-barreled, super fancy Space Wizard Tech kiln. So the guys over at Gameco have supplied me with this thing. It is brilliant, and it's going to give me the option of bringing my own heat treat in-house. Now, I've been outsourcing my heat treat pretty much since day one. I was a full-time knife maker in 2014, and I've spent thousands sending stuff out to heat treat, which hurts. But the main issue I have with sending things out to heat treat is the turnaround time. The busier and busier I get, the quicker I need my stuff back. I need, like a lot of the time, I need shit back immediately, which is, it doesn't work with that sort of stuff for heat treat, so it makes delays, it makes things drag out longer and longer and longer. At the moment, it's about a 6-month wait for my work, and that's not good. I don't want 6-month waits anymore. So I'm hoping with this, I can kind of cut that down to 4 and be a little bit leaner and be able to do things quicker. I think I'll still be using stuff, I think I'll still be outsourcing our stuff to heat treat for like surgeons or like big batch stuff where I'm doing 100 at once. But for all the other sort of stuff, I think this is going to be a great option to have when I need shit heat treated right this second, like primus knives or folders, whatever. I can heat treat stuff right now and be ready, you know, in 5 hours to start work. So that's a nice option. Now I actually got this for a screaming good price, because the third bit of big news, I'm now sort of sponsored by Gameco, sort of, kind of, or something. I've been speaking with them for a while. I was speaking about them with my next bit of big news, and I'm lucky enough that I know some of the employees there very well. Tim Ford's usually started working there, and I consider Tim Ford a great friend. Cole, I don't want to put his last name out there, but Cole's up there as well as the manager for Gameco. He's bought knives from me in the past. And they kind of put the offer out there of being sponsored by Gameco, or sort of exploring that relationship. In which my response was, I'm a whore, absolutely. You want to give me shit? I will take it 1000%. So this is me whoring myself out now. I got this for a great price, and I'm essentially going to be singing their praises about how great they are for the next few weeks, which is fair. I buy a lot of stuff from Gameco, artisan supplies, whatever. My grinders are all from Gameco, this is from Gameco, quench plates from Gameco, a lot of my machine, my tooling came from Gameco, my abrasives, most of this come from Gameco. I wouldn't be where I am right now without that company. That's not bullshit, that's legit. Like, my tag on one grinder, my main grinder, was actually the old grinder from the, I want to say manager, Corin of Gameco, or the old manager of Gameco. I really needed an oven. I needed a second oven because I was employing people, or I was trying to employ people. I needed a second grinder, and he really hooked me up with like the best deal I probably ever got in my life for that tag on one grinder. And I remember what it was like before Gameco, like before they started importing shit. I'm making knives for close to a decade now, and yes, that meant I started when I was like fucking 14. And I remember what it was like before Artisan Supplies, how it was like importing steel, importing G10, like everything had to be imported. We didn't have this shit before. And like if you wanted a grinder or something, forget about it. Like you have to build it yourself, or you have to figure out some way to import it and then pay $1 billion in freight to get this shit into Australia. So we're going to see how that goes, how that relationship goes with sponsorship. Might get some discount codes in. We'll see how it goes, how that progresses, and it was worthwhile for me and artist supplies. And now for the fourth and final bit of big news, I'm now running classes. So this is the main reason I have this heat treat oven. I'm now running knife making classes here in Bayswater, Victoria. I have not put my actual legitimate address, like the exact street address, on the website or anywhere on purpose. So just, it's Bayswater. Once you order, if you email me, I'll let you know where it is, because I have a lot of weirdos fucking coming in here. A lot of looky-loos like, ooh, let's go see the knife maker. And they just never fucking leave. So just as my own peace of mind, I'm going to keep that kind of under wraps until you order a course, unless you email me directly. But yeah, it's Bayswater, Victoria. So if you want to do a class, all the sign-up shit is on the website. Now essentially what's going to happen is, it's a 2-day course. All the dates are listed on the website, so you just basically go in there, pick whatever dates you want, and I'll email you and we'll work out sort of all that sort of stuff. It can also be during the weekday. Those dates aren't listed up there, but if you want to do through the week, I'm a full-time knife maker, so you can come in basically whenever and we'll work around it and we'll see what we can do. It's for 1 or 2 people. I prefer 2 people just because it's a little bit easier to do 2 people, a little bit more money in it, obviously, and you're also going to get a better price if you bring your mate. So what's going to happen is day 1 is going to be the work day. So day 1 we're going to really hustle to get shit done. We're going to start with water jet cut blanks. That's mostly just for my own peace of mind. I can see angle grinders and people not experienced with angle grinders going very, very poorly. So I don't want people chopping off fingers or blowing out eyes or fucking themselves up. So we're going to start with water jet cut blanks, and that also gives us a little bit more of a time cushion to kind of fix mistakes, you know? I can see people fucking things up, and that gives us that little bit of extra time to go over something again, practice something, fix something with water jet cut blanks. So essentially at the end of the 2 days, you're going to make one of my Inferno knives. That's sort of just a placeholder right now. As the course goes on, and as I get more courses under my belt, I'm going to improve the value and make more different knife options and all sort of stuff. But at the moment, it's just the Inferno knife. So you're going to basically start day 1, you're going to grind out your Inferno knife, and at the end of day 1, you're going to have that knife quenched, and you're going to have those handles set up ready for epoxy. Overnight, Saturday night, I'm going to stay up late, I'm going to run the heat treat oven, and we're going to, the tempering oven, and we're going to get those knives tempered. So when you come in bright and early Sunday morning, you can epoxy those handles on, have some breakfast, and then finish up the knife on Sunday, have a beer, and then essentially you walk off with your own handmade Inferno knife. Now, it's not going to be marked with my DB logo. That's just there to preserve my own resale value. At the moment, I'm just going to engrave DB course or something on there, and you can engrave your name on there as well, whatever you want, because I've got a pantograph over there, so we can do whatever engraving. Down the road, I can see myself coming up with a separate DB logo, which is like DB classes or something, just for my course knives, just to sort of differentiate that, so people know what knives are made by me, by my factory or my facility, whatever, and what knives are made by students. So yeah, that's most of the details about courses. It's going to be a pretty intense 2-day course, working very hard. Now let's talk about pricing. Now at the moment, if you look at my website, it says in big giant fuck off letters, price will increase. And when I say it's going to increase, it's going to increase a lot. Because at the moment, I've got it at $450 without the GST. So about $500 with tax. Now that is going to go up very, very, like a lot. Essentially, I haven't taught anybody yet. So essentially, I haven't run classes yet. I don't know what it's like to have a class. I've taught people how to make knives before. I've taught a lot of people how to make knives, but I've not actually done it in sort of a professional setting where someone has paid me money to teach them how to make knives. So the first few guys, you give me my guinea pigs, and the price reflects that. Now, as I get better, as I increase the amount of knives offered, because I think down the road I want to offer 2 knives instead of 1. As I offer more flexibility, as I do more stuff with the courses and get more value out of the courses, the price is going to skyrocket. At the moment, I'm thinking about $750 at least for the 2-day class for 1 person, if not $900, because the big issue is with classes is that all my other overheads go up. I have to have more stock on hand. My risk goes up. That's the scary thing. My risk is going to go up quite a bit. My risk is going to get sued. All that sort of stuff goes up. My insurance has skyrocketed now that I'm doing classes. It is so much more expensive. So yeah, prices are going to go up to reflect that quite a bit. So we'll see how it goes. This is kind of sort of a learning experience for the first few guys. You're getting my guinea pigs. I'm going to see where I want to take this, because at the moment I see I've got two options. You can either offer a very one-on-one course, which is you and me, or I can offer more of a class style thing where I have 4 or 5 guys in here, I put in more grinds and stuff, and I expand the class size and have it at a lower price. But we'll see. So essentially, if you want a class, jump in now. Price is going to go up, and I'm not. You can't send me a big bloody whinging letter about, oh, I thought it was $450 and I saved up $450 and give me a big sob story. I don't care. Once it goes up, it goes up. I'm not going to go down. Anyway, so if you're interested in a class, let me know. You can email me for dates and sort of stuff. If you need to work out accommodation, all that sort of stuff, you can work out as well. There is 2 or 3 hotels just up the road. I can pick you up from a hotel or whatever in Monday in the mornings or whatever, drop you off and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, so thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one.